So I have not seen this video. You know it's going to be fast paced and lots of crazy, quick, fast edits and memes and all that stuff. So everybody ready to go?
This video is a cry for help. Genshin Impact is a playable anime, and that's pretty good since my videos are attempts to make watchable anime. I can't believe it, guys. They made a sequel
I don't
to
see how he
Sumeru.
edits
Welcome
so
to the
fast.
world of Teyvat. You may have heard of it from all the free advertising that I'm doing. A beautiful post-apocalyptic nightmare world featuring a giant tree. Sorry, that's the wrong game. On our journey throughout the seven nations, we will meet the world's most colorful cast of children, entrusted and empowered by the gods to wield elemental energy as dangerously as possible. I'm just a big fan of the characters in this game. There is no reason in particular. Assemble your team of heroic psychopaths and begin blasting, boating, cooking your enemies alive, visiting baby's first casino, and with enough time,
brain
it will become
overload
baby's last casino.
already.
But most importantly, have fun, because the game will try to stop you. I can assure you that the visual novels are exactly what Dawei intended. So join me as I navigate one of the most beautiful, fantastical, and expensive game worlds ever made, one agonizing country at a time. This is it, guys. This is what $900 million can buy you. Are you having fun yet? Look, all I'm trying to say is, this is a weird episode of Ava.
Max0r! Dude, that's awesome! Genshin Impact is a playable anime. Max0r's editing is so fast.
Wow, I haven't been here in 2 years. Welcome back to Mondstadt, and yes, the game still displays your IP address, just in case you're a little bit too critical. This place is where the player learns how to fight, learns how to kill innocent animals, learns that they are bisexual as soon as they see Kaya. So I think it's a great opportunity to teach the basics, and nothing else. The environment here looks like it shares a polygon. I think a good place to start is with our team. The Fulganisauria. Official. Every crew got the schizophrenic, personality disorder, mentally and physically deranged, wife material. I'm serious about that. There's a quest where you enter her mind and she fights your tulpa. End user license agreement. Literally the only physical DPS. Possibly racist. Has the biggest slappy in Teyvat. Cock. And Rosaria, who is dressed promiscuously, so we need to cover her up in appropriate garments. God, I wish nuns were real. With our team assembled, we are now able to do nothing because I haven't explained the game. Genshin Impact is a based character RPG where each character wields one of the 7 elements, all of them interacting completely nonsensically. Water buffs fire. Ice freezes water. Plants buff electricity. A fucking gas leak. Dendra requires 9 tabs of Khan Academy. My team is based on not playing the game as much as possible. There is genuinely no cooldown to freeze. By the way, what I'm showing you now is considered tame. The game is actually supposed to look submentally deranged. The numbers are helping me to understand what's happening. Of course, some characters are bad, and others are very bad, but many are absolutely game-changing. There are characters that straight up allow me to fly, at least through regular means. This one fights with a pogo stick, and this one doesn't fight at all. My cock's crit rate is -87. The game also allows us to choose from a lot of weapons. I think I have a few copies. Each one with their own properties and substats. Sometimes too many substats. Like goddamn, I'm fighting with a Wikipedia page. We've got bows, spears, paddles, big fish, sentient umbrella, child's bomb instructions. I hope you can see why there's a lot of variation. And also theory crafting.
Oh my God.
Of Chinese theory crafting. They take this game very seriously. Like right outside of a KFC seriously. And if you're wondering about the gambling, well hell, we'll get to it later. I have a lot to say about it. But for now, welcome to the land of the Anemo god, who is a twink that gets kicked in the balls.
I wonder how long it takes him to put a video together. It's gotta take him
this guy's really jamming out.
time.
No, Chad, I'm not going to do that yoinky splinky. Oh my god, he just doesn't give a fuck. So what if I just oh no, he can't be stopped. Well, I guess if he can't beat him. Mondstadt is a depopulated anarchist state where there are no taxes, no police, and half the country is controlled by wolves. Wolves that you never actually see, unless you want to count Razor. I mean, there's the giant wolf, but he's kind of special. What the dog doing? As a result of this, nobody in Mondstadt has any money. Except for the church, of course. The city is undergoing a crippling wine epidemic. Look, I just think it's a serious funding issue when the cavalry captain doesn't have a horse. Therefore, most of your time is going to be spent cleaning up their mess. Their singular mess. Because there is only one enemy in Mondstadt. Yes, from the beautiful ruins of old to the peaks of Dragonspine, 90% of the enemies you encounter are Hilichurls, a sentient race capable of empathy and complex thoughts. which is why they must be destroyed. Literally take a random location in Mondstadt. You are 10 seconds away from a hill or churl. Why is that one unbirthing itself? Really cool that the only organization in Mondstadt is dedicated to race war. They even have their own language, which I'm being quizzed on. Honestly, I'm a bit of a yay Dada man myself. Really feeling that game today. Don't say Nini Zito. It's basically a slur. They didn't like that. Look, what I'm trying to say is this place has problems, but ultimately they are cool problems.
I can speak Hilicharian.
Well designed, or even have a story that I can't summarize in one sentence. The dragon was mean, and then he was nice. Sensu. But ultimately, this is just the beginning of a long journey. This game is planned out 7 years.
The dragon was mean, and then he was nice.
There is no better teacher than Mondstadt, but pretty much just the basics. I don't think I'm staying for the boss fights. What is happening? What the fuck am I seeing?
Okay, can you stop playing for a sec?
No.
I need to go to my teapot!
For the next stop on our War Crimes tour of the Balkans, we're heading...
All right, real quick, before we get into Liyue here, let me tell you, Mondstadt is like, to me, it's like home. It feels like home to me. I always go back to Mondstadt for crafting. I don't know why. It's just like comfortable to me. You know what I mean? I feel like the story was very basic in Mondstadt. Of course, you're learning like all the mechanics and, you know, everything that comes along in Genshin and reactions and all that stuff. It's like, you know, beginner Genshin is what Mondstadt is. The story was okay. It wasn't great. You know, it was forgettable, but hey, it's Mondstadt. It's home. It will always be home. His editing is so fast. So fast. It's like my brain cannot process what I'm seeing.
To the Funny Nation. Post about this nation to instantly gain Reddit karma. And for that, we're going to need to climb as high as we can so we can deduce the direction. So we're going to this location on the map. If only there was a better way to view the world. Make sure to land on the elevator. Next, we're going to shit. We're going to 1 second. We're going to ascend to space. Why does that work like that? Oh my god, the planet's receding. I am alone in this hell on Earth.
What is he doing?
I think I'm gonna be here for a little bit. You know, it's real bad when the moon is physically below you. Hang on, guys, it's getting kind of dark, so I'm just gonna change the time real quick. Yeah, the game lets you do that. Well, folks, it was nice knowing you all. Never mind.
She didn't die from that? Wow.
Hey guys, Max0r here, and welcome to
Max0r.
China. It's just China. I really hope I didn't just tank my social credit. In our previous of adventures, we explored Mondstadt to learn the basic mechanics, and also race relations. So for Liyue, we're going to learn that we've been playing the game wrong. But before I can get to that, I need to explain my team. I call it the hot shower by force. Lord knows we need it.
Hot shower by force?
Yes, this is a man. I know it's hard to tell. He is also ridiculously broken on account of his ability to make enemies wet. Interpret that information however you want. Hu Tao is the owner of a funeral parlor, and
this is like my first team.
She's also the winner of the most terrifying Sims award. Like, the thread just doesn't end. He's still writing them. Most reasonable Hu Tao main. Yolan is a character that I play for the personality. She is also one of the most overpowered units in the game because she's a second Shingsho. I don't even care that she's a federal psyop. I can fix her. And Toma, who is fucking spelled wrong. Just don't build Toma. With our team assembled, we're now able to trivialize the combat because this team is ridiculous. Fortunately, Genshin is not just a game about combat. It's a game about gambling. You see, Genshin
he basically ran like a mega vape team.
A game because it has got me in its grasp, which means that the primary game mechanic is chance. Every character is chance. Every weapon is chance. Every piece of every build is fucking chance. Do you know what it's like to have a mathematically impossible goblet? Goddamn elating.
Gambling.
Hey, so I see you're trying to level up your crit rate. Well, that's a weird way to spell defense. Fortunately, we can predict the outcomes of our character roles
He's not wrong.
Eastern philosophies. And the answer is
I can't even begin. My rolls and my artifacts are so bad, I can't even begin to tell you. I can't even begin to tell you. I have way more luck doing pulls for characters and weapons than I do on rolls for artifacts. It's absolutely ridiculous the amount of 5-star artifacts that I have just sitting there because I can't enhance it because the rolls have just because my rolls are just so bad.
105 on average. But don't worry, you've got a lot of time. I guess we're gonna wait a day. Because only a few 5 stars are actually available, and sometimes they aren't available. For 483 days, she is in prison for racism.
But what are they going to do? Lock me up?
So naturally,
Yeah,
we need to feed our
I
gambling
heard
addiction
about that.
at any cost. And
We
there's
won't
a few
talk
ways to
about
do that. You could explore more,
the old
go on
Tainori.
fantastic
No.
adventures, or find amazing treasures.
Terrible.
If you want to stay poor, no. You see, the real money is made in the daily quests, which are a series of useful and normal missions, such as talking to people, murdering those people, talking to the Hilichurls very nicely, finding the weasel. Where do you go? And jumping on mushrooms. Who the fuck commissioned me to do this? We also have the power to send various characters on 20-hour expeditions directly to the coal mines. Look, guys, I really need these 2,000 upgrade materials. It's just best you don't think about it too hard.
Greetings, traveler. Add extra applesauce.
Okay.
What can
Add
I do
extra
for you today?
applesauce.
Yeah, I'd like to send a child to the coal mines.
What?
Put her in for 20 hours.
But traveler, she's going to die.
The lithium is not going to mine itself, Catherine.
But traveler.
Do not question me, Catherine, or I'll have you stabbed in a future quest.
Oh my god. I don't want to send a kid to the coal mines.
Liyue is an
for 20
authoritarian
hours.
militaristic oligarchy controlled by a committee of really hot lesbians. I believe in Ganyu supremacy. This nation is the land of contracts, and by entering, you have made the contract to not criticize the state. Consequently, Liyue is also where all money is printed on the planet. So, I guess Mondstadt's economy is powered by hopes and dreams. And also, the card game. Look, Timmy, I know your dad's dead and all, but do you want to play Gwent? A minor
Poor
side effect
Timmy.
of this is that Liyue is in the midst of a violent crime epidemic. As in, the majority of enemies in Liyue are human, and even worse, they're poor. So poor, in fact, that they're forced to fight you with Molotov cocktails and farming equipment. What is your plan, my guy? The masculine urge to
shoveling
dig a
dirt in
hole.
your face,
By the way,
yep.
we're the good guys. Speaking of digging holes, I should probably address this. It's a little difficult to ignore. You see, there are many beautiful places to see in Liyue, such as Night City, the fucking rice fields, the most annoying place to navigate on the earth. Like, please stop giving me commissions here. And then we have the Chasm, which is a secret underground labyrinth containing all of the game's eldritch horrors. And yes, this is just the entrance to the chasm.
Poor Toma.
Yeah, there's no sound effect for that. If you die down here, no one will hear your screams. As soon as you think you're done exploring, it just keeps going down. The devs had to add moon shoes to the game so I could keep playing it. Now that we're trapped down here, we only have 2 options remaining. We need to mine and we need to craft. The second
I
part
need
will
to
come
do
later.
more down in the
Okay, so
chasm.
now it's later. Unfortunately, I cannot craft a sense of humor. Look, what I'm trying to say is Liyue is a very diverse place. Certainly more diverse than Hilichurl Field number 6. But most importantly, Liyue is a land of questions. What secrets lie in this mysterious land? What adventures are still to be had? Am I gay now? It's almost enough to make you forget the nightmare pit. And look, Liyue might have a few issues with organized crime, sea monster attacks. It happens twice. And the landscape always trying to kill me. But hey, at least the story's up. It's okay. Can anyone
I guess I never really thought about it, but I guess Liyue really is the most diverse location in the game, right? Like, if you think about it, Fontaine, right? Like, if you took all the characters from Fontaine and you kind of compared them to the characters in Liyue, kind of like all the Fontaine characters are kind of, I don't want to say like dressed the same, but their style is kind of the same. Does that make sense? So like I know like Navia looks different than Farina and Farina looks different than Nouvellette, but they have like this regal kind of look to them. Does that make sense? Like all the characters of Fontaine kind of have like this regal like look, right? But the ones in Liyue are dressed so differently from each other. Like, you know, you got Zhao and Zhongli and Ganyu and, you know, Shinha. And I just feel, I kind of get what he's saying. Like they are, in my opinion, it's probably the most diverse location that there is with the characters.
Anyone here tell me why like there's like a giant bird next to me? It's weird. Oh,
Clown
fuck, where am
retainer?
I? Diagonally.
Wait till you see her in her human form. Woo! Yeah, she's so cute, man.
What's up, gang? It's me, Arutakito.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, listen.
Inazuma. Liyue Liyue, I feel like kind of stepped up the game a little bit. It's really, I feel like Liyue can be kind of difficult to navigate in some areas. It's beautiful. It's really super pretty, but it can be really tough to navigate. And I feel like the Archon quest in Liyue kind of was a little more convoluted than what it needed to be. It could have been simplified. It was obvious that there was like some filler parts in the Liyue Archon quest. And it was just more convoluted than what it really needed to be. You know what I'm saying? I loved it though. I love the characters in Liyue. I love Liyue. It's beautiful. Lantern Rite is amazing. Liyue. Love it. Love it. Love it.
We need to reach Japan. Don't worry, I have a plan to bypass immigration. We are going to walk there. Yes, that's right. We're going to... Excuse me. We're going to travel underneath the ocean. So apparently I just have to, That actually worked. Okay, I think I've, made a mistake. It's time to descend into the abyssal zone. Just to watch out for the void. What do I do about this? So I think I've been walking for, 20 minutes. I don't like this anymore. Okay, we're pretty close now.
Broke the game.
I don't think we're close enough. Please no, please no, please no. How am I drowning there?
Oh my God. That's happened to me a few times where you're right on the edge and you drown. Oh, I hate that.
What is up, my Thades and Gentlethems? Welcome to the land of Inazuma, a home to nobody because no one is properly housed in Inazuma. Previously, Mondstadt taught us how to play.
I don't even know where to look.
Well, the land of lightning is here to teach us that we have not felt true pain yet. But first, let's go over our team, which I will be calling the Yandere Benzos. Yai Miko, Mommy Sorry, Sigma Female, kidnapped a man and force feminized him. God, I wish that was me.
Traveler, I'm making a call-out post to my twitter.com.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm gonna piss on the fucking moon.
Bruce, you can literally name him Bruce. That is actually how it appears in game. In fact, we could name him all kinds of things, such as Baby Girl, Dr. Ligma,
What did you name your wander?
What is that? And last but not least, Hatsune Miku. This is literally just Miku. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. And Bennett, who is the single most overpowered unit in the game. Like, Genshin doesn't have power creep because of Bennett. Send this bitch to the coal mines and have his testicles exploded. Now, my previous teams, they were kind of nice. But this time, I'm not playing nice. I'm playing for funny numbers. Every single member is optimized beyond the boundaries of reason. I rolled 6 copies of Hatsune Miku, and now I can kill Tortellini in 2 attacks. It cost $50. Also, Bruce can fly, like actual flight. It breaks like half the game's AI when you do it. They're just very confused. My entire team is him shooting down at the peasants like an attack helicopter. Just don't ask me how long I farmed for this. I had to grind for this view.
Dude, Inazuma, I loved Inazuma's Archon quest. First half was slow, second half was wet socks, wet socks. Wet socks, no wet socks.
World isolationist dictatorship, mostly occupied by catastrophic disasters, both natural and man-made, but mostly man-made. Me and the fellas watching Oppenheimer in the IMAX. Inazuma is also engulfed in a decades-long civil war, resulting in mass unemployment and a refugee crisis. Naturally, this is reflected in the enemy variety, because to visit Inazuma is to be accosted by hundreds of jacked homeless people. Like, these guys just stand in the rain all day. How do the Hilichurls have more shelter than this? It is also a land of many islands, which all act as their own individual insurgencies. So I think this is a great opportunity to educate you as to why you should never visit Inazuma. You know, besides the fucking puzzles. This shit is the work of Satan.
I hate the puzzles.
Narugami Island is the only place in Inazuma resembling a civilization. The rest is basically just Martin Luther King Boulevard.
The puzzles in Inazuma are the absolute worst. I have been avoiding the puzzles in Inazuma because they are horrible. They are horrible. They take so long to get through. I hate the Inazuma puzzles. Every time I'm over in Inazuma farming for materials and stuff and I come across a puzzle, I'm just like, nope, not today, Satan, not today.
The only disaster this island has to worry about is the government, and her name is the Raiden Shogun. Kanazuka is the first island to be made uninhabitable by nuclear weapons testing, which then proceeds to leak out of the elephant's foot in an amount so dangerous it makes Chernobyl look like Clown College. I mean, I guess there's also the Gujo encampment, but we don't go to the Gujo encampment. Well, that's enough.
She was written really well.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Yashiori is an absolute nightmare on account of the non-stop lightning storm and slightly
Yup.
imposing giant skull. My favorite activity is going to this place. It limits the land the lightning can strike, so it just fucking whacks you. Looks like another beautiful day in the great land of Inazuma. Of course, I could fix the problem if I wanted to, but when I began the quest to
I'm
remove the lightning, I
traumatized by
was
the lightning
struck by it.
strikes.
I'm gonna take that as a sign from God. Seirai Island is what happens when Mr. Beast donates 50 megatons of ionizing radiation to families in need. Like, this shit makes Evangelion look like a comedy special. The fact that there aren't even homeless people here probably tells you all you need to know. Surumi Island is a very isolated place, populated for thousands of years by bird-worshipping savages who need their mineral resources exploited. President Biden, please send Raytheon missiles so I can buy Dasani water and Cheetos. I just think it has something to do with the, interdimensional dog. Watatsumi Island is really nice. Like, what the fuck? Does this even count as an island? It's just so
Right?
beautiful. I sure hope it's not hiding some kind of horrifying dark secret. Oh.
I love
Economia
Economia.
is fucking Atlantis. You get there by jumping into the giant hole, and it's like, how is this
You get
legal? Are
flushed.
the developers okay? This place was once home to a thriving civilization, which collapsed nearly instantly after they discovered TikTok. It also allows me to toggle the powers of the artificial sun. And, holy shit, this 5G connection is crazy. Look, I think you've got the idea at this point. As much as I've talked about reactions and, children, Genshin Impact at its core is an exploration game, because it makes you explore your sexuality, and that fact alone makes Inazuma one of the best areas. If you don't count
True.
the story, please kill me, mommy, I've been a bad boy. And okay, this nation might be lacking in housing, basic infrastructure, and some unbombed land, but honestly, that's just part of the rustic charm. How else do you think this island got a giant crater? Just, be glad you don't have to live in Inazuma. It's all fun and games until you piss off the geometry.
Hi guys, it's me, Goro. Goro. Oh, is that peanut butter?
What the fuck?
Dude, I loved Inazuma. I thought Inazuma was great. The Archon quest was really good. I loved that story. The first half of it was really slow, but the second half of it really picked up the pace, and I loved that Archon quest. Inazuma is beautiful. It's beautiful. I must be one of the very few people that like Economia. Okay, I enjoy it down there. I don't know why. Call me a hermit. I don't care. I like Economia. So much lore going on down there in Economia, and you learn so much. I mean, yes, it's dangerous and scary and all that stuff, but I enjoyed it. I thought that was amazing. I loved it down there. I really like the characters in Inazuma. I think the characters in Inazuma were great. Raiden was great. Yaimiko was interesting. She's so mysterious. And then you got Scaramouche coming along, and Ito, hilarious, probably the funniest character in the entire game, Arataki Ito. Dude, Ito just cracks me up, man. Sumeru.
All right, fellas, for our next stop, we're going to enter the Weed Land. We need to smoke that Zaza and fall unconscious. And to do
The
that,
one
all we
Archon
have to
quest
do
that
is
made me,
not be
like,
stuck in Inazuma.
literally
so if you're
cry.
a fan of our undersea adventure, then don't worry. This glitch is much worse. All we've got to do is, whatever that was. I can't let go of the W button, by the way. Get ready to receive some Holy Spirit. Okay, so we're just going down to we're going to Silent Hill now. Sorry guys, it looks like we're approaching meltdown. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Max0r. 1 second guys, my mom's calling me. Hey Mom, 1 second, I'm flying to get that Zaza.
What does that mean?
It means I'm low-key in a battle bus.
Sometimes I wish you were normal.
Okay, where are we dropping, boys?
Sometimes I wish you were
Perfect
normal. Oh my God. Well, you know, if somebody produces a video like this, they're not normal.
Hey there, my little Genshits. Welcome to the land of Sumeru. Hittite jump scare. The only nation in Genshin Impact that can use the internet, mostly for racism. Good to see that nothing's changed. It is also absurdly gigantic. Like, the map screen can't even see all of it. But
It is
before we can get
massive.
into the intricacies of Sumerian society, I have to explain my team. The kindergarten. Nahida is... I can explain. My girl is 10, but she is 10. Nahida is the literal god of knowledge. If you count
She's so
knowledge as
cute.
the personal thoughts of every NPC in Sumeru, which
I'm
she
so
can
glad
read,
I have her
even
on my
when I
team
log into
now.
Discord, there's no escaping her. Oh my fucking god, they're still typing it. How many emotes do these people have?
Does watching you count as a hobby?
What?
I've actually been watching you for a long time already.
Excuse me, what? Nilou has a completely hollow skull. There is nothing happening inside her head. She could not pass an eye exam. Sangonomiya Coco... Wait a minute, I've seen you before. But fellas, I've got something to admit. You see, Kokomi's damage scales on health, her healing scales on health, and yes, even her health scales on health. So naturally, when it came time to build her, I used the wrong stat. It makes the numbers funnier. Yao Yao is very cute and muddy. Her playstyle is chill and relaxing. In fact, you don't even have to play as Yao Yao. You play as her artificial beast given life. It throws vegetables at them. How many people would you kill for Yao Yao is not the right question. The right question is how many people I would allow to live. Personally, I think this team is really good for not having a DPS, and we are going to need it for all the
so he's using
this game has
so wait so he's using, who did he say? Nahida, Nilou, Kokomi, and Yao Yao as his DPS, is that right? So Bloom team, just a Bloom team, just a lot of reactions.
Because, dear viewer, I lied to you. The best way to make money is not actually the Weasel minigame. It is participating in temporary event content, which I can only describe as punishment for developers who are too insane. Event content such as Prop Hunt, a game where you disguise yourselves as various household items to escape.
Somebody said that was like the best event ever.
Oh God, I think he's got a whiff. Wow, guys, this is just like Genshin Impact.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay to see kids.
Somebody said that event, the Prop Hunt
winning strategies
event, is amazing. It's so much fun.
All we've got to do is Yep. Next, you gotta do this. He will never find me this way. Does he know? Oh my God, he doesn't know. Wait a second.
I want that
all right,
back.
fellas, I got a plan for this map. We're just gonna
the wind trace event, right?
He has no clue. I can't. Why is it working like this? I'm sorry, guys. Looking up is really hard. I am torturing this man. You could say that he's among us. We also have event content like the boat minigame.
I want to play that event so bad. I think that would be so much fun.
Tournament arc. What is happening on my screen? Does that man have a fucking gun? The beetle cockfighting. I've always wanted to be a child. And my personal favorite, Chinese New Year, because it makes me the most money. Just don't look up any of the cutscenes.
Mansion Ride is awesome.
What the fuck? You know, Hu Tao, I think you've got some hidden talent. Please keep it hidden. That rap wasn't released. It fucking escaped.
I think you have a hidden talent. You should keep it hidden.
Kai, you gotta watch out, buddy. You're rolling to the ragging too much. Sumeru is an autocratic Orwellian surveillance state with a little hint of apartheid, governed by the worst organization imaginable. University. This nation is the land of knowledge, with most of it being devoted to new, more efficient ways to be racist. And to that end, Sumeru is segregated between two distinct parts, each with their own unique ways to kill you. The forest is a terrifying safari hellscape, where each animal is not only able to kill you, but is evolved to. We've got tigers, cows, crocodiles, robot dinosaur, fungus dinosaur. Welcome to Jurassic Park. And my favorite animal type, poor people. But most importantly, the forest is where the white people live, and they're filling the library with video essays. This is the academia, who control Sumeru by spreading misinformation on the internet. Raiden, the academia doesn't want you to know this, but you can steal ducks from the public park. They're free, Raiden. The desert is a desolate, abandoned wasteland, once home to a thriving civilization. Before the Caucasoids built a giant wall between them. Does anyone else think this is weird? We've got scorpions. We've got scorpiouts. Welcome to Jurassic Hell. We've got the, never mind. So is he gonna okay, and we've got worm demons. But my personal favorite obstacle is definitely the gigantic fuck-off laser. There are, of course, even more enemies, but most of them are just liberal propaganda to make you believe that race mixing is a physical need.
I gotta do more exploring over there in Sumeru Desert.
The desert isn't all that bad, as long as you ignore the racist genie quest. Motherfucker graduated from casual to competitive racism.
Alright, later, Max.
What? Wait.
I gotta go AFK real quick.
No, you can't do this to me. Look, the point is, Sumeru is massive, and it's not even done. And also, Liyue isn't done. And also Mondstadt. Yeah. But what Sumeru does have is an actually good story. Like, out of all the things I expected, Harvard building an Evangelion was not one of them.
Shinji! Get the fuck out of the Eva right now!
You can't tell me what to do anymore, Mom. I'm finally inside of another man. I am the all-knowing God. Jesus Christ, they really made this boss fight. Mobile game, by the way. So whether you're exploring deep in the woods at 4 a.m., finding amazing oases...
Can you imagine for a second, Nahida just straight up cussing out, Scaramouche in that moment? Oh my God, that's so good. That was so good.
God, I sure hope nothing whimsical happens here. Fighting more minorities. I'm trying to be a police officer. Or doing the 8-hour gnome people quest. That is
I still haven't done that. I still have yet to do the R&R quest. I haven't even started it.
If a fraction as good as this, then I'm going to be playing this game for a very long time. Because, you know, I wasn't doing that already.
Oh, I wonder how many hours I have in Genshin right now. I don't even know. Dude, Sumeru's Archon quest was a banger.
What the fuck? Saito, where are you going? This man is fucking tweaking out right now. You know what, guys? Before I go, I want to give you all a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know.
Ooh,
the age
tell
of
us.
consent is 18 years old.
Oh my god, Max0r. I love Max0r's videos. His videos, they're so fast paced. It's sensory overload with his videos, but they're hilarious. Like the things that you catch are just really, really, really funny. I think, in my opinion, Sumeru up to this point, between Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, and Sumeru by far, that Archon quest was the best at that time. And for me, it's hit me the most emotionally. Hit me harder emotionally than any of the other quests, including Fontaine. Fontaine's was really, really, really good, don't get me wrong, but Sumeru just hit me hard, like really hard, and I don't know why, but I did love the Sumeru quest. Sumeru's a great place, Sumeru's beautiful, the characters are great, and Nahita's a gem. Max0r's videos are awesome. If you're not subscribed to Max0r, I'll leave a link down in the description below. That was hilarious.